Is there anyone in your life who always seems to irritate you? Someone who makes even the simplest conversation feel challenging? In Powerful Phrases for Dealing with Difficult People, business training consultant Renee Evenson explains how you can improve your relationships with difficult people by using effective communication skills. By learning how to communicate well, you can avoid unnecessary arguments, create a more supportive work environment, and achieve more in both your personal and professional life. Evenson is a consultant who focuses on resolving conflicts and improving customer service. She spent 15 years at Bell South Telecommunications, now part of AT&T, where she helped small businesses with customer service and developed employee training materials. Evenson has written other books like Powerful Phrases for Effective Customer Service and Customer Service Training 101, which also emphasize empathy and communication. We'll start this guide by discussing why conflict resolution skills are so important. Then, we'll outline Evenson's 5-step process for resolving conflicts and how to address people's challenging behavior in a positive way. In our commentary, we'll add tips from other conflict resolution books like Difficult Conversations and Nonviolent Communication. We'll also provide alternative views from books like The Charisma Myth and You Can Negotiate Anything. Note: while some conflicts may involve more than two people, for simplicity, we're describing Evenson's process as it applies to one-on-one conflicts. However, the advice still works if there are more than two people involved. Why conflict resolution skills are important. Evenson believes that conflict is unavoidable in life. At some point, someone you see often will do something that bothers you, and you'll want them to stop. This is especially common at work, where you don't get to choose your coworkers. According to Evenson, handling conflicts maturely is key to maintaining good relationships. If two people can discuss their issues respectfully, this builds trust and strengthens their relationship. Being good at resolving conflicts is not common, so it can set you apart as a valuable employee. Often, people with strong interpersonal skills are promoted over those with only technical expertise. Note: experts agree that people with good interpersonal skills often advance more quickly than those with just technical skills. They argue that conflict resolution is part of emotional intelligence, which includes self-awareness and understanding social interactions. Conflict is unavoidable in romantic relationships. While Evenson says workplace conflict is common because you don't choose coworkers, David Richo in How to Be an Adult in Relationships argues that conflict is also inevitable in romantic relationships, even though you choose your partner. After the initial honeymoon phase, couples enter a period filled with disagreement. They must resolve these conflicts to sustain the relationship. Richo, like Evenson, views disagreements as opportunities to strengthen relationships. He suggests using the acronym GREAT to remember how to connect with your partner during conflict. G. Gratitude. Show appreciation for your partner. R. Respect. Allow your partner to have different views. E. Engagement. Pay attention to what your partner says. A. Affirmation. Accept your partner, including their flaws. T. Tenderness. Express your love through touch and kind words. The consequences of avoiding conflict. Evenson argues that avoiding conflict can lead to disaster. Most people avoid conflict because it's uncomfortable, but ignoring a problem will only make negative feelings grow, leading to strained relationships. If you suppress your feelings, they'll eventually become overwhelming, potentially causing an inappropriate outburst that can damage the relationship. Note: Brené Brown in Dare to Lead states that hiding negative emotions can result in unhealthy behaviors like over-reliance on food, alcohol, or gambling, or pretending to be overly positive. These issues prevent authentic relationships. Effective conflict resolution is essential for healthy relationships at work or elsewhere. Evenson's conflict resolution process has 5 stages. Stage 1. Plan how you'll address the conflict. Stage 2. Build mutual understanding. Stage 3. Identify the main issue. Stage 4. Suggest possible solutions. Stage 5. Agree on a decision. We'll explore each stage in detail. An alternative approach focusing on needs. Evenson's method isn't the only way to resolve conflicts. Marshall B. Rosenberg in Nonviolent Communication offers a 5-step process based on nonviolent communication, NVC. Step 1. Share your needs. Step 2. Understand the other person's needs. Step 3. Ensure both parties understand each other's needs. Step 4. Offer empathy. Step 5. Suggest solutions that meet everyone's needs. While both methods emphasize empathy and finding solutions, NVC focuses more on identifying needs. People often demand others accept their solutions, leading to stalemates. Rosenberg's method avoids this. For example, instead of demanding your partner text you hourly while out, say, "I need to feel secure in our relationship." This encourages discussion of mutually satisfying solutions. Evenson's method emphasizes strategies. In stages 3 and 4, she suggests focusing on a specific issue and ways to fix it, rather than a comprehensive needs analysis. Stage 1. Plan how you'll resolve the conflict. Evenson advises that conflicts are often intense emotionally. If you confront someone while upset, it may escalate things. Instead, calm down and plan your approach before talking. Avoid discussing conflicts when too emotional, even if you're in a good mood, as this can lead to impulsive decisions and further conflicts. This section will explain why empathy is important when planning conflict resolution, how to prepare mentally, and what to do if someone confronts you unexpectedly. Practice empathy while planning. Evenson suggests looking at the situation from the other person's perspective. They might have a valid reason for their behavior, and understanding this can help keep the discussion calm and focused on solutions. For example, if a coworker holds a meeting without you, consider that they may have thought they were respecting your request for uninterrupted work time, rather than assuming intentional exclusion. Note, Alison Gopnik in The Gardener and the Carpenter says reading fiction can help develop empathy by putting you in different characters' perspectives, enhancing your ability to understand others. Mentally prepare for resolving conflicts. Evenson suggests that, besides getting ready emotionally, you should also plan the practical steps for resolving conflicts. Consider the points you want to make and try to foresee how the other person might react. Mentally practicing a calm and positive conflict resolution can help you act that way during the actual conversation. Note, mental rehearsal can help you handle conflicts better, but it might increase anxiety for some. Predicting conversations could lead to imagining worst-case scenarios, making you more anxious. If this sounds like you, remember that imperfect conflict resolution isn't catastrophic, and try to move forward. Planning after someone confronts you. Evenson warns that reflecting on a situation can be tough if someone confronts you by surprise, like when they're upset about something you didn't realize. In such moments, it's natural to feel defensive and want to deny their claims or counter-accuse. Instead, do your best to remain calm. Let them express everything before you reply. Interrupting them might only frustrate them more. Also, actively listen to show you're genuinely engaged. This can make them more cooperative if they feel understood. Handling passive-aggressive confrontations. According to Robert Greene in The Laws of Human Nature, passive-aggressive confrontations occur when people manipulate without showing open hostility, allowing them to appear innocent. For instance, they might upset you, and when you address it, they make you feel like you're overreacting. This can make you defensive, casting you as the bad guy. Greene advises staying calm in these situations since passive-aggressive tactics often aim to manipulate your emotions. Not giving them the reaction they seek might make them stop. Unlike Evenson, Greene suggests that listening to passive aggressors won't necessarily lead them to cooperate or empathize. Instead, he advises avoiding those who consistently act in a passive-aggressive manner. Creating mutual empathy. When starting to resolve a conflict, try to connect empathetically as soon as possible. Evenson argues that you need to understand the other person's perspective as well as they understanding yours for a productive discussion. The aim is to avoid making others defensive. If they feel attacked, they'll try to defend themselves by winning the argument, resulting in more blame rather than solutions. Why some people prompt defensiveness. As explained in The Anatomy of Peace by the Arbinger Institute, mutual empathy is crucial for resolving conflicts. However, many people overlook this as they justify harmful actions by believing their behavior was necessary. These beliefs lead them to attack, blame, and defend, prompting similar reactions in others. Imagine a parent skips their child's soccer game for work and justifies it by thinking the child should maturely handle things without them. When the child questions their absence, the parent replies condescendingly, igniting the child's anger and accusations. Here are ways to foster empathy and reduce defensiveness. Express your feelings, ask about their view, aim for compromise, and use positive body language. Starting with your feelings. Evenson recommends beginning every conflict resolution with I statements that express how the situation impacted you. For example, I felt upset when my project was belittled at the meeting. Avoid beginning with you statements, which can seem accusatory. For instance, you were disrespectful in today's meeting can make others defensive and escalate conflict. Don't embed accusations in I statements. According to psychologist Thomas Gordon, I statements lose their effectiveness if they mask accusations. For instance, saying, I feel upset when you make impulsive decisions, still blames the other person. Gordon suggests I statements should have 3 parts. 1. Non-blaming description of their actions. 2. Description of your feelings. 3. Consequence of their actions on your life. Example, I feel frustrated when you leave dishes in the sink because it adds to my workload. Inviting and showing the other person's viewpoint. After sharing your feelings with an I statement, ask non-judgmental questions to learn their perspective. This approach sets a foundation of respect and makes solving issues easier. While they clarify their views, practice active listening. Use affirmatives like to show understanding, and if confused, use to request more clarity. Evenson advises showing you comprehend their viewpoint, saying things like, I see how micromanaging frustrated you. This proves you're seeking a mutually beneficial solution, which encourages cooperation. Persuading with empathetic questions. Dale Carnegie also recommends building empathy through questions, paralleling Evenson's approach. Additionally, he suggests that during this phase, you might persuade the other person to see your point. Start by understanding their viewpoint sympathetically, affirm their feelings, and they'll be more willing to listen to you. Follow with clear questions to guide them toward agreeing with your perspective without making them feel forced. Suppose your friend is considering quitting a job without savings, and you think it's unwise. Begin by affirming their stress and agree with their emotions, then inquire if they think job hunting now might be stressful or ask questions to highlight better transitions, leading them to reconsider. Aim for compromise. Evenson suggests you make it clear throughout a disagreement that you're looking for a solution that works for both sides. This helps remind the other person that the objective is to find a fair resolution, not to win by proving your point. If tensions rise, remind the other person about your commitment to compromise. You might say, let's see where each of us is coming from, or I'm looking for a solution that benefits both of us. Note: in You Can Negotiate Anything, Herb Cohen suggests not mentioning compromise up front, as it can lead both parties to expect sacrifices rather than seek creative solutions that benefit everyone. Use positive, nonverbal communication. Evenson highlights the importance of nonverbal cues such as body language and tone. Your actions can show calmness, empathy, and confidence, which can prevent the other person from becoming defensive and make them more likely to respect your viewpoint. Evenson suggests the following nonverbal cues. Stand or sit upright to show confidence, but remain relaxed to appear calm. Maintain a caring look, even if you don't feel it. Keep eye contact firm but not intimidating. Speak slowly and softly. At first, these might feel forced, but with practice, they'll feel natural. Genuine emotions matter. In The Charisma Myth, Olivia Fox Caban advises that your real emotions must match your nonverbal signals because people can tell if you're not being genuine. To naturally project the feelings you want others to see, it's vital to actually feel them. Techniques like reframing negative thoughts and practicing mindfulness can help. Caban also agrees with Evenson's methods, which include projecting authority with posture and warm sincerity with eye contact. Identify the core issue. Evenson advises that once you understand both perspectives, clarify the main issue. You can't find solutions without agreeing on the problem. Restate the issue in your own words and ask the other person to do the same. If there's a misunderstanding, ask more questions to grasp their point of view. Example: If you're a manager whose team isn't updating a new software, they might say the old system was better. You would delve deeper to understand why they feel that way. Be aware of different interpretations. Two people can experience the same event and still interpret it differently due to their unique experiences. Clarifying the issue ensures both parties view the situation similarly. Example: a manager and employee see a colleague struggling with software. The manager sees value in learning the tool. The employee sees the tool as poorly designed. Apologizing if necessary. If someone is stuck in their viewpoint, a sincere apology might help. It doesn't mean you're at fault, but you're showing responsibility for finding a solution. Apologize meaningfully, for example. I'm sorry for not realizing you felt left out sooner. Avoid over-apologizing. Too many apologies might make you seem unsure of yourself. While apologizing can help in a dispute, do it sparingly to avoid appearing at fault. Clarifying and concluding conflicts effectively can leave a positive impression, even if a full agreement isn't reached. It's vital to maintain respect and collaboration, whether or not an agreement is reached.